once you have money, the way people treat you changes. Of course, there will be those who will treat you like an ATM machine. Some will treat you as a target for easy money. Someone they can even sue to get money. Someone they can kidnap for money. Of course, the way people treat you, both good and bad, will change. Today, I'm discussing the things that will change in your life as soon as you have money. Oh boy, trust me, certain things will change. Certain things will change. The first of it is your friends. Once you have money, once you hit certain threshold financially, the first thing that changes or that will change usually is your circle of friends. The reason is not because you will become proud. The reason is because at some level of wealth, your circle of friends becomes very important. See, when people are poor and everybody's together, there are many things we don't care about. But once you have money, there are a lot of things you will care about. You don't want to live in a slump. You don't want to live in the poor part of town, not because you are not proud, no, but because that's the purpose of that's why you work hard to get money, right? So you can have a better life. You can enjoy better experiences. So you want to move to a more secure part of town. You want to move to a place where it's a bit easy to move in and out. So and once you move and your friend haven't have that much money, they might not be able to move with you. So what happens is that when you move to that new location, you are likely to go and start making new friends around that side, right? It's true in other areas of life. Once you hit certain financial threshold, your circle of friends changes. It's not pride. It's just the way it's designed. Number two, food. What you eat changes also. See, in the last episode, I discussed about the fact that poor people love fast food. See, once you have finances to a certain threshold or in a certain threshold, you now go to restaurants for quality food, or you can even hire a chef in your house to prepare you fresh meal, quality fresh meal. Take for example the reason why most people don't take smoothies and take fresh made juice every day is because they can't afford it. Or for some of us who can afford it, we don't have the time to wake up in the morning, do the juices, wash those machines and all. You don't have that time. But when you have money, you hire somebody to do the work. All you need is, I want fresh apple juice. They get fresh apples, squeeze out the juice, you drink it, you go. Now you eat more healthy. Why? Because money afford you to do it. So that's number two. Once you have money, what you eat changes. You can decide, I only want to eat fresh meal. You eat fresh meal every time. Somebody is cooking it. Number three, where you live, because I made mention to it earlier on, but where you live changes. When you have money, where you live changes. Your accommodation changes. I tell somebody, I like this my house very much. I inherited it from my father, and I said it because we are still broke. When you make money, you will look for somewhere else. Because trust me, no matter how good this place is, there are better places in town. Moreover, changing location is actually is a refreshing thing because it refreshes your mind in a way that you will not understand. It gives you new perspective. So when you move to a new suburb, you see things from another angle. For example, when we go for certain seminars, we after like 45 minutes or an hour, we do what we call we reshuffle ourselves. Everybody take a new seat, from where you were sitting for the past hour. The reason for doing that is because they want you to look at or see or hear things from a different perspective, right? So when you change a location, it kind of it's a refreshing thing. I think so. I am personally, I think something is wrong to stay in one place for 20, 30 years. Well, grace differs. I don't have such grace. I prefer, you know, at I'm not sure I've stayed anywhere for 10 years. I'm not really sure. Ever in my life, I don't think I've ever stayed in any particular location for 10 years. I can't remember. I can't remember. I always move. Yes, okay, but what if it's your house? That's what I'm talking about being wealthy. You can buy another one, right? You keep this one, rent it to somebody else. You rent it out, buy another one. That's what I'm talking about wealth. When you have money, you are free to change location. You know. So where you live change. Number four, the way you look change. When you have money, you become more conscious of how you look. You want to look good. You want to feel good. You want to dress nice. You want to smell nice. Why? Because now your circle have changed. You are meeting people now at a level. So you want to fit in. You start having desire for not expensive or popular brand, but quality clothes. Your appreciation for quality increases. Of course, number five, once you have money, you start thinking about holidays. You see, now you can afford to travel to nations. This year you are in this country for holiday, next year you are in that country for holiday. You can afford now to move around the world. And boy, what that does to people, what it does to productivity. See, money afford you the opportunity to travel the world. You can afford to take several holidays in a year, which is something that a poor man would never know. It's a life they don't know exists. Some take holidays and go on the yachts to the middle of the sea somewhere and be there for a week. Just imagine what happened to your entire system, you know? Yeah. Number six, of course, the car you drive also will change. You'll be more conscious now of safety. You know, one of the reasons why some of us buy, not really, the idea is not expensive. It's not the cost. Buy some cars, you know, it's because of the comfort and the protection. See, the sense of safety. That's the reason some of us pay for some of those cars. But people look at it and thought, they bought an expensive car. But that's not my purpose. My purpose for buying is not to show that I can afford expensive car, but because of the comfort and the sense of safety. For example, yes, a Range Rover is expensive, but you can't compare the safety you are going to get. You see, in the event of eventualities, you can compare the sense of safety and comfort to some of the other cars that are cheaper. See? So that's why not really because of the money. I've shared in most of my videos that at the level of wealth, you don't care about what you drive, but you are careful about your safety and comfort. Right? Number seven now. This one is very good. The way people treat you change. Once you have money, the way people treat you changes. People treat you with respect. See, some things actually you get for free. People want to help you. Right? They are good to read and they are bad to read. See, that's why I see the rich always have a lot of security around themselves. They now have the sense of lawyers because they become a target for many things. Somebody is looking for how they can get something from you through dubious ways. They want to sue you. See? And of course, on the other side, there are those who treat you right, treat you with respect, who want to do something for you for free. Some people can even want you to drive a company can even give you a car for free because when you drive it, your circle of friends will ask, and then you can direct them to them. It just, you. So it's just the way it works. See, the way people treat you will change. Right? They are good to read and they are bad to read. See, that's why I see the rich always have a lot of security around themselves. They now have the sense of lawyers because they become a target for many things. Somebody is looking for how they can get something from you through dubious ways. They want to sue you. See? And of course, on the other side, there are those who treat you right, treat you with respect, who want to do something for you for free. Some people can even want you to drive their, a company can even give you a car for free because when you drive it, your circle of friends will ask, and then you can direct them to them. It just, you. So it's just the way it works. See, the way people treat you will change. And of course, when you have a lot of money, you don't care too much about social media anymore. You want to relate with real human being, real people. The free time you have, you want to spend it with real human being. You want real connections. See? So it's just the opposite of the poor. The poor love social media. They don't want to really connect with real people because on social media everything is fake, and they know in real life they can't compete, so they prefer it fake than being real. But once you have money, it's the other way around. You want it real than being fake. You want real people around you. You don't want fake people around you, right? So, and then of course the next point, once you have money, the things that makes you happy or make you happy also changes. See, there's a time where a new car will be wow. You'll drool over it for days. And then there's a level of wealth where you don't even have time to be in the car. You know, like I told someone like at my current life, I only have my relationship with car right now is very basic. I get into the car in the morning, take me to my office, get into the car in the evening, take me back to my house. That's basically it. Every day of the week, of the month, so that I'm in the city that in a whole year, I've not been to city center. I don't know what I've changed. I don't know. In a city, I don't know. I only know the path from my house to the office to my house, just like that. There was a time in my life when I had a car and take my wife in the car and my kids and we just drive around town. Just I love it. Just love to drive and all of those stuff. I had a time. Now I don't have I don't have such time anymore to sit down. So now I'm enjoying the car. I don't know what to do by enjoying the car. Just get to where we are going quickly and get out of the car. Go get busy, basically. So the things that make you happy changes. See, you bring there's a time people buy you gift and you feel so good about it. When you have a lot of money, those gifts are more like disturbance. When do I want to keep this thing? What am I going to do with this? Just think about somebody who have already beautiful place in the kitchen, and then you bring him more plates. You have created a problem of where to store the place. Yeah. So the things that make you happy changes, and at a level of wealth, what actually make you happy are simple things, just simple act of kindness. Those are the things that make you happy. See, you don't need big things. Clothes cannot be things that make you happy. You are not impressed by shoes. The next, once you have money, you actually before you get to that threshold, actually you'll start loving to read. You want to know, you want to be informed. Well, because you always want to make better decisions. So you are always learning, you're always reading. See, reading becomes a hobby, learning become a hobby. See, because if you're not spending all this time anymore on social media, you will need to get something to keep you busy. And most people opt for learning. See, watching documentaries, reading books, journals, reading um, columns in the newspapers or in magazines, Financial Times. You just want to be informed. You just keep reading. See, And of course, the next that thing that will change is that you start thinking a lot about your legacy. See, once you have money, you start thinking about the future generation, the legacy you will leave behind. See, these are the time when people start thinking of writing books to tell their stories. You know, some people become like what I'm doing now. They start teaching other people what they have done that have worked for them, how they got to where they are, and you just want to build yourself in people. See, you start having mentees. Why? It's all about building legacy. Those are consciousness that only the wealthy people have. Of course, last but not the least, you start thinking you want to make real contributions. You want to make meaning from your life. You feel like your life needs to matter for a cause. Why? Because at the beginning, everybody is looking for money. You want to be rich, you want to survive, you want to break through, you want to make it. Once you've made it, then you feel, of course, I always tell people that if your goal is just money, and money is the ultimate, when you make money, you'll be the most miserable person. Because money, once you have it, nothing more. That's why you hear like so a superstar, a celebrity who has so much money. You hear stories like he's a sexual pervert, he's a sodomizing kids, because they've had all this money and they don't know what else to do with their life. So they experiment with all kind of vices. See, but when you hit certain level of finances, you realize that life is more than money. So you want to have real meaning. You want to make real contributions. See, and of course, at that realm also, you no longer need to hide your feelings. You say what you think. See, you say what you think. You don't have to lie. So do you see why it's important that you go for money? You work hard to get to a threshold financially. Look at all the benefits, all the things you can enjoy. See, don't let anybody tell you that money doesn't matter. Money matters a lot, a lot. It does matter. It does matter. All right. I'll see you again in the next video. Have a great day.